Passing the torch, ensuring values endure. Navigating intergenerational transfer so purpose outlives the paperwork. In family philanthropy, the hardest handover isn't the assets, it's the intention behind them. How do you pass the torch without losing the flame?
I see many families, why they have a very long tradition of giving, because they have the philanthropy in their DNA already. So this is something you cannot force people to do, but gradually, if children saw you, helping the society, and also you also, nurture them along the way, then definitely you will nurture, a group of talented philanthropic leaders in the future. Family legacy can also be carefully designed. I believe that after learning from other successful cases, families, other families actually they could, start to think about that as early as possible. So what's so important in this process is really how do you align or pass your family value to the future generation. This is very, very important.
The core aspect of our family is creating a family council, and in that family council to reestablish and continue to reinforce those few values that we have, which are basically philosophical in its sense, is unity and responsibility, integrity. It's not the academics of what you learn, it's how you apply the lessons to become wise enough to be able to share that moving forward. So my job is to help the family, or I wouldn't say it's a job, it's my privilege to help the family to try to understand what are those values, to simplify it in a way that they're able to feel tangibility to the way they lead their lives and take that forward. So that's a design aspect. That has to be curated and cultivated so that it does continue and that they're able to then share it onwards to the next generations.
Don't just plan the transfer, plan the conversations that make it meaningful.
It really is the power is in the individual and what they want to do. I mean, you can see next gen and families who make choices in terms of lifestyle that may not lead to the kind of legacy that they want to have. So I think it's about having the education, the support, the knowledge to be intentional about the kind of legacy that you want to leave. And then, so once you set that goal, being more strategic with the philanthropy, having a structure around that. And I think having that structure around the impact you want to have as an individual and a family will then allow you to be intentional and have the kind of legacy you actually want to have. So you're not sort of turning around at the end of your life saying, oh, wait a minute, what did I do?
I mean, it sounds really cheesy, but it's really about communication. You have to talk, you have to listen, you have to be open. I think, it's not even about ego, because when you're doing philanthropy, it's not really about ego because you're doing it for somebody else, but it's about putting your kind of strict ideals and concepts and kind of putting them aside and being open to something different. And I think that's the strength. That's a strength in kind of making it better.
I think there's a bigger importance of taking a step back and looking at the family business ecosystem, where you need to engage the next generation, understand their needs and priorities, and also educating them, the next gens, but also the current gens. There's a lot of education needed about how this field is evolving, how the society is changing, and really working together with both generations in drafting and designing the strategies for future.
Values don't survive in silence. They endure in families who shape the future together.
I think one, just asking your parents or even whoever the wealth generator and creator is. For me, having conversations with my grandpa and asking him questions like this, it might be awkward and it might be specific to your situation, but I think you can find answers there. So I encourage you to be courageous if it is a little awkward. And two, I think asking other people that have similar experiences of philanthropic families of wealth. You know, we all exist in different circles, and a lot of times, at least for me, yeah, your friends, it just might be a different experience. So really finding other people who do have a similar experience and asking how they've navigated it.
Every generation will have to find its own legacy in some way. It's kind of your personal journey as a family member. You bear the legacies of the previous generation on your shoulder, but at the same time you're standing on the shoulder of a giant, and you have kind of to find your own way.
Family foundations are often driven by value-based giving, and they often see philanthropy as an extension of themselves, an extension of their actions and the legacy that they would like to leave for their children and their grandchildren. That's incredibly important when we're moving into funding and supporting very complex global issues, whether that's economic inequality or gender inequality. Those value-based, ethics-driven family foundations are vital to remembering why we're giving in the first place and ensuring that what we do now has an impact for decades to come.
You can transfer the assets in a day. Passing the torch takes years of honest, ongoing conversation. The paperwork transfers the money, but the flame lives in the stories, the questions, and the choices each generation is trusted to make. When you pass the torch in your family, what flame are you truly asking the next generation to keep alive?